The time to act has arrived, and there is no more time for hesitation. The lives of the chosen ones are changing, and this transformation has already begun. However, this change will only be effective if you flip the switch now. It's not a matter of desire, but of necessity. What you've been doing so far is not enough to take you forward. You already feel it inside, a calling, a pressure, something pushing you out of your comfort zone. Time is passing, and each moment you delay is a missed opportunity. It's now or never. The doors to a new chapter are closing, and the window of opportunity is narrowing with each passing second. What are you waiting for? The discomfort you feel is a sign that the old no longer serves you. Your time is now, not tomorrow, not next week. Each time you hesitate, you drift further away from what you were meant to be. The questions begin to echo in your mind. What if I had acted sooner? What am I waiting for? This is the start of transformation, and the urgency you feel cannot be ignored. Time is running out. Resistance to the new is natural, but it's the old that is suffocating you. Think of a bird trapped inside a cocoon, struggling to break free. This cocoon represents the safety you know, but also the limitation that prevents you from flying. You feel the weight of the past, the old ways of thinking and acting, holding you back. But the only way out is to break this cocoon and allow yourself to fly. The comfort of the old no longer serves you. You know this. Now is the time to free yourself from this invisible prison and make room for true transformation. When was the last time you felt the urge to change but held back? Think of that moment, that opportunity lost because fear held you down. How many times have you wondered, what if I had done it differently? This regret can no longer define you. Now is the time to act. Each time you hesitate, you sink a little deeper into the same patterns that keep you trapped. It's not too late to change. What you do from this moment on will define your future. Are you ready to finally break free from this cycle? It's time to confront the repetitive patterns that have been shaping your life up until now. As a chosen one, you know you are destined for something greater, but the same frustrating situations keep repeating. Relationships that don't flourish, careers that don't bring fulfillment, internal struggles with your self-esteem. It's a cycle that seems unbreakable, but you have the power to change that. You already recognize the pattern, and now is the time to break it. The repetition of these frustrations is teaching you something. The old way of doing things isn't working. The internal frustration is like a suffocated scream inside you. You know you possess great potential, but you feel like you can't fully express it. It's as if there's an invisible barrier preventing you from reaching what you are destined to be. You feel the weight of this unrealized potential and, at the same time, the helplessness of never achieving the desired results. The feeling of being destined for more, but constantly trapped in cycles of self-pity, can be overwhelming. But now is the time to break this cycle. These barriers are not placed by others. You, chosen one, are the one who creates them through your limiting beliefs and negative mental patterns. With each failed attempt to change, these cycles reinforce themselves even more. You start to believe that failure is inevitable, that you will never be able to change. But this mindset is a trap. You are creating your own mental prison. The good news is that just as you created these barriers, you can also tear them down. The key to your freedom lies in your own mind. The emotional pain of living trapped in frustrated expectations is real. Every day you feel you are less than what you could be, impacting your actions, your connections, and your vision of the future. You are tired of this pain. It affects your emotions, drains your energy, and undermines your confidence. But now, you have the chance to change that. By breaking free from these limiting patterns, you will be creating a new version of yourself, one that finally aligns with your true potential. It's time to leave this pain behind and make room for what you can truly become. Changing how you view your life can change everything. As a chosen one, the perspective you adopt shapes not only your actions but your future. Seeing situations with new eyes opens doors that once seemed locked. The change in perspective is vital, not optional. What once seemed impossible begins to become feasible when you change your point of view. The old way of being no longer makes sense. It is dead, and keeping it alive is what makes you feel trapped. Think of it like wearing tight clothes that no longer fit you. You were not born to live confined to old patterns. This transformation will not go unnoticed. The people around you are accustomed to an old and predictable version of you. They will feel the change. And this transformation confuses them because it challenges the way others see you. The relationships you have may be shaken, but this is not a bad thing. On the contrary, it is a clear sign of progress. If the change disturbs others, it means you are moving in a new and powerful direction. Other people's discomfort is a reflection of the impact of your evolution. Your evolution will make many uncomfortable. The people around you are used to seeing you within a comfort zone, acting in predictable ways. When you start breaking these molds, they don't know how to react. Your transformation is uncomfortable because it challenges their stagnation. This will create resistance around you, and you need to be prepared for it. Others' resistance is a test of your determination to follow your path. Don't let this divert you. It is a sign that you are moving away from a life of conformity. This discomfort you cause in the people around you is actually a sign that you are on the right path. Authentic evolution provokes discomfort. When you start to shine, the shadow that once existed dissipates. Those who remain static will feel the need to protect the status quo. But your change is not for them, it is for you. What matters is what is happening inside of you. The external resistance only serves to confirm that the transformation process is working. Keep moving forward, confusion is part of the process. Great transformations are born from small changes. Something seemingly simple, like how you react to criticism or a challenging situation, can have a profound impact on your life. Think of it as planting a seed in fertile soil. Every small change is a seed planted that, over time, blooms into something much greater. By changing the way you deal with everyday situations, you are gradually changing the way you live your life. The small changes should not be underestimated. The repetition of these small changes is what solidifies the transformation. They build the foundation for the new pattern of behavior that will take you to a higher level. It's not about a dramatic overnight turnaround, but a sequence of decisions and attitudes that, accumulated, completely change the course of your life. Every different response, every small positive action, is contributing to the construction of a new future. True transformation is the result of these daily repetitions. Each small change you make distances you from the old identity that no longer serves you. Even something as simple as practicing gratitude every day can profoundly alter your internal balance. Small adjustments in your mental state create great waves of transformation. These changes that seem insignificant are actually the building blocks of who you are becoming. Over time, the new pattern of behavior you are creating will feel as natural as the old one. This is how true transformation happens. In the end, all great transformations start with decisions that seem insignificant. Every consistent step towards the new is an advance towards true change. Great transformations don't come from grand gestures, but from small daily steps. Don't wait for a perfect moment to act. Start now, with what is within your reach. Every small decision is an investment in the future you want for yourself. And it is the sum of these small actions that, in the end, creates something extraordinary. Within you, chosen one, there is a dormant power. It has been there your entire life, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Think of it as an internal flame that, until now, has been ignored but is on the verge of being lit. This power is what will drive your transformation. It's not something external, but something that has always been inside of you. Now is the moment to acknowledge it and bring it to the surface. This power, which has often been underestimated, is the key to unlocking everything you are destined to be. When was the last time you stopped to reflect on your unexplored abilities? How many skills have you underestimated over the years, believing you weren't good enough? This is the moment to reflect on that. Within you are talents that have been set aside, perhaps out of fear or insecurity. But now is the time to bring these gifts to the surface. As a chosen one, you can no longer deny your potential. It's time to look at yourself with new eyes and see what has always been there, waiting to be revealed. This awakening of power is not just about abilities, it's about connecting with your mission. What once seemed like a weakness now reveals itself as a strength. When you change your perspective, what you once considered your greatest challenge becomes your greatest source of strength. Each step taken towards the recognition of this power is a step towards your purpose. What once held you back now pushes you forward. This is the beauty of discovering inner power. It connects you deeply to the mission you came to fulfill. This personal discovery has the power to completely transform your self-esteem. When you realize the value you carry within you, something changes inside of you. The way you see yourself and present yourself to the world changes. This untapped value is what connects you to the greater purpose that has always called you. By discovering this power, you begin to feel more and more aligned with who you truly are. There is no longer room for insecurities or doubts. You know your worth, and it shows in every area of your life. Now is the time to consciously explore this power. Every day is a new opportunity to connect with this force that is awakening within you. With every step you take, this power grows stronger, more uncontrollable. It begins to guide your decisions, your actions, and your way of seeing the world. What once seemed difficult now becomes possible. This is the true power of a chosen one, the ability to access inner forces that were dormant and use them to shape the future. It's time to let this power guide your life. Before we continue, if you've always felt different, with a special sensitivity or drawn to greater missions, our ebook is a valuable resource for you. It offers practical insights to help you recognize your true mission as a chosen one and overcome challenges of misunderstanding and isolation. By purchasing the ebook, you also get exclusive and immediate access to our Discord community, a space where you can share your experiences, connect with others who understand what you're going through, and find genuine support in a welcoming environment. Check out the pinned comment here in the video and receive unique and exclusive content. The transformation you are experiencing doesn't just impact your life. It alters the dynamics of all the relationships around you. The people who know you are used to an older version of yourself. Now, they need to adjust to the new person you are becoming. This process can be challenging, both for you and for them. But remember, this is part of the path. Not everyone is ready to embrace the new, but that doesn't mean you should stop. You are changing, and that's undeniable. People's reactions may vary. Some family members and friends may feel inspired by your change, while others may resist it. It's natural that there's resistance, especially from those who are not ready to transform. Some may question you, others may distance themselves, but all of this is part of the process. It's not about pleasing everyone, but about being true to your own journey. Each relationship will be reconfigured as you grow and evolve, and the people around you will need to adapt to your new energy. With the authenticity you are developing, interactions become deeper and more meaningful. The superficiality that once existed in relationships begins to disappear. Now, your connections are based on something real, something authentic. This may cause discomfort at first, both for you and for others, but it's a clear sign that the change is working. The authenticity you bring to your interactions elevates the level of your relationships. They stop being superficial and begin to have a greater purpose. These relationships, once redefined, become true partnerships of mutual growth. The people who remain by your side are those who are ready to grow with you. They too feel the call for change, and that's why you connect on a deeper level. This transformation process creates an authentic support network where growth is encouraged. The relationships that were once limited by old expectations are now redefined by truth and mutual respect. This is the true power of authentic connections. The fear of being judged is one of the greatest barriers that chosen ones face on their transformation journey. As someone with a spiritual leadership role, you carry within you a light that naturally attracts the eyes of others. And with those eyes comes judgment. But what often hinders your evolution is the need for acceptance. This fear of external disapproval is what keeps many chosen ones stuck in old versions of themselves, avoiding the change they know is necessary. But this fear can no longer control you. This fear is deeply rooted in the need for belonging. From an early age, we are conditioned to seek the approval of others, and this creates an invisible trap. You start living your life according to external expectations instead of listening to your own truth. But the time has come to free yourself from this. The freedom you seek will not be found in the acceptance of others, but in the acceptance of yourself. As a chosen one, you have a unique mission, and that mission does not depend on what others think. Freeing yourself from this fear requires courage, but it also requires a deep commitment to yourself. Prioritizing what is best for you is not an act of selfishness but of spiritual wisdom. True growth only happens when you choose your own path, regardless of others' opinions. This requires letting go of the desire to please everyone and instead focusing on what makes you evolve. This spiritual courage is what separates the chosen ones from those who remain in complacency. You are here to lead, not to follow. When you let go of the fear of judgment and start embracing your unique journey, something powerful happens. Authentic growth finally begins. You start to realize that others' judgment doesn't have the power to stop you. It is merely background noise. What truly matters is how you see yourself, how you connect with your own truth. When you embrace authenticity, everything else loses importance. This is the path of the chosen ones, to move forward without worrying about others' gazes, but focused on what is true for yourself. Each chosen one is unique, and it is precisely this uniqueness that makes you powerful. What makes you different is what makes you strong. However, the world often tries to force everyone to fit into predefined molds. But as a chosen one, you are called to break these molds, to celebrate what makes you special. Your individuality is your greatest gift, and the more you embrace it, the more power you release. No two chosen ones are alike, and it is this diversity that enriches the spiritual journey and transforms the world around you. Looking back, you may have felt rejection for being different. Perhaps the world tried to convince you that being different was something negative. But, in fact, these characteristics are what make you special. The rejection you felt wasn't a rejection of who you are, but a rejection of the external expectations that tried to shape you. Now is the time to redefine that narrative. What others saw as strangeness, you must now see as uniqueness. This is your strength, and it's time to use it to your advantage. The diversity you bring to the world is necessary. The world needs the chosen ones to expand perceptions and challenge established norms. Your presence in the world provokes change simply because you exist outside conventional standards. The expansion of collective consciousness is only possible when the chosen ones fully embrace who they are. And by doing so, you inspire others to do the same. You lead by example, and every time you accept your individuality, you give others permission to do the same. Now is the time to reaffirm your power. What you once considered a curse is now seen as a blessing. Your peculiarities are your gift to the world, and that is what makes you essential. The power of the chosen ones lies in their ability to fully embrace their differences and use them to create something new. This is the key to unlocking the true impact you are destined to have. Every chosen one carries within them a world of possibilities, and now is the time to release that potential to the world. The impact that the chosen ones have on the world goes far beyond their own lives. Every step you take towards your authenticity causes a wave of change in the collective. Your courage to be who you really are inspires others to do the same. As a chosen one, you are not just transforming your reality, you are helping to expand the consciousness of everyone around you. Your presence is a spark that ignites the fire of transformation in others. That's why your uniqueness is so powerful. By embracing it, you give others permission to free themselves as well. Imagine the impact you'll have when others, seeing your transformation, begin to question their own limitations. You become a mirror, reflecting the potential that everyone carries within themselves but may not have awakened yet. Your courage is what challenges the status quo and moves the world towards something greater. Never underestimate the power of a chosen one living authentically. Your impact goes beyond words, it's in your actions, your stance, and your presence. By changing yourself, you change the world. In times of transformation, self-care becomes more important than ever. As a chosen one, you carry powerful energy, but that energy needs to be protected and nurtured. The process of change can be exhausting, both emotionally and physically. That's why taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Self-care ensures that you have the strength needed to continue your journey of evolution without burning out along the way. This practice is essential to ensure that you remain balanced and focused on what truly matters. Setting healthy boundaries is one of the most important forms of self-care. Both in personal relationships and in your environment, boundaries are essential to protect your energy. By defining what is acceptable to you and what isn't, you create a space of respect and balance. These boundaries not only protect you from negative influences but also ensure that you have the time and space needed to reconnect with yourself. As a chosen one, your energy is precious, and it is your responsibility to ensure that it is used wisely and consciously. Transformation comes with vulnerability. By letting go of the old and embracing the new, you naturally become more exposed. This makes self-care even more essential. By nurturing your mind, body, and spirit, you ensure that you have the resources necessary to face any challenge that arises. The practice of self-care is a way to protect this vulnerability and ensure that you can continue growing without burning out. The emotional and mental balance that comes from self-care is what sustains your evolution. Dedicating time to yourself, without guilt, is one of the most powerful forms of self-care. You cannot afford to ignore your own need for rest and renewal. When you take time to recharge your energies, you are ensuring that your transformation is sustained in the long run. This is not a sign of weakness but of strength. A chosen one who takes care of themselves is someone who can continue growing, leading, and impacting the world around them in a positive and balanced way. The journey of self-discovery has no endpoint. For the chosen ones, this journey is an ongoing process, where new layers of themselves are revealed at each stage. The true beauty of transformation lies in the fact that it never ends. Each new discovery leads to another, and the process of spiritual growth becomes an infinite cycle of evolution. What you discover about yourself today is just the beginning of a long journey of self-discovery, where you continue to refine and expand yourself constantly. As you change, new versions of yourself begin to emerge. These layers that were once hidden now begin to be revealed. And with each new discovery, you become more aligned with the purpose that was destined for you. Transformation doesn't happen all at once, but in cycles. And that is what makes the journey of the chosen ones so rich and meaningful. There is no final destination, only a path of continuous learning and growth. And this constant process is what keeps you evolving. This constant adaptation is one of the greatest strengths of the chosen ones. While many cling to the old, the chosen ones flow with change. They understand that flexibility is key to a life rich in learning and transformation. There is no single formula for success, but rather a willingness to adapt and learn from each experience. This ability to constantly adjust and evolve is what makes the chosen ones so powerful. They never stop growing, learning, and transforming. The journey of self-discovery may be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. With each step, you discover more about who you truly are, and this brings a sense of peace and clarity. Even if the challenges are great, the power you gain by going through them is immeasurable. The beauty of this journey lies in the fact that it is endless. With every new challenge, you grow more, learn more, and come closer to your true self. This is the essence of the journey of the chosen ones, a constant quest for self-discovery and evolution. The process of self-discovery for the chosen ones is an endless cycle. With each new step you take, a new level of challenge and reward awaits you. And this cycle never ends because spiritual growth is infinite. There is no endpoint where everything stabilizes. Each time you reach a new level of understanding about yourself, new responsibilities and new paths emerge to be explored. This is what keeps the lives of the chosen ones in constant motion and evolution. The search for inner truth is a never-ending journey. And this journey, as challenging as it may be, is the source of true fulfillment. The chosen ones understand that life is not about reaching a point of perfection but about the continual expansion of who they are. With each step, you discover new dimensions of your potential, new ways to serve the world and yourself. And it is precisely this process of self-overcoming that brings meaning to your existence. Evolution is not a burden but a gift. It is proof that you are alive, active, shaping your destiny at every moment. Now that you understand the depth of the transformation available to you, it's time to act without hesitation. The time for change is now, and there is no more room for excuses. Every second you delay this transformation is a second wasted. You are in control of your destiny. The changes you seek will not happen on their own. They require action, courage, and determination. And that action can only be taken by you. The choice is before you: continue as you are or embrace the potential that already exists within you. This is the moment to remember that you are the only one responsible for your future. What you do from this moment on will determine the course of your life. If you want to reach your true potential, you must act now. Don't wait any longer for perfect circumstances or the ideal moment. The moment is now, and the transformation begins with a simple decision: the decision to commit to your own evolution. The future you desire is within your reach, but you must be willing to act to achieve it. Visualize the future you want for yourself. See yourself as the most powerful version of who you are, fully connected to your purpose, living a life of impact and meaning. This future is already waiting for you, but it depends on the action you take now. Every step you take toward this vision of the future brings you closer to realizing your full potential. You are chosen to lead, to impact, and to transform. Now is the time to take the first step on this grand journey. This journey of self-discovery and transformation you are beginning is only the start of something much greater. You are just beginning to explore your true potential. The impact you will have on the world will be enormous, as long as you are willing to move forward without fear. Every chosen one has a unique mission, and yours is just starting to reveal itself. Now is the time to act with courage, determination, and confidence. You are ready to shine in your true essence, and the world is waiting for you. If you feel this message touched your heart, click the like button below and subscribe now so you won't miss any content, and also help YouTube share this message with other chosen ones like you who are in this phase of transformation. Before we say goodbye, I want to remind you to check the pinned comment if you feel you have a special mission and are looking for guidance. Our ebook is the ideal resource for this moment, and you will also receive exclusive access to our Discord community, where you can connect with others who share the same purpose. Join us and share your experiences in a welcoming space. Plus, gain access to unique and exclusive content. Don't forget to share this video with someone who needs to hear this message, and also leave your comment below to inspire others who are on this journey. I want to deeply thank everyone who supports us through Buy Me a Coffee. Your support helps us improve our videos every day and always offer the best content. If you'd like to support us as well, the link is also in the pinned comment. Now that you are on this journey of transformation, I invite you to watch the next video that's appearing here on the screen. In it, you will discover powerful secrets of the chosen ones that will help you advance even further on this journey of evolution. These videos are full of information that will take you to the next level of self-knowledge and power. See you in the next video. Thank you for being here and see you soon.